Networking and Marketing Made Simple is for you, the business owner who has a product, a service, or a message that you believe in. My name is Scott Aaron, and each week we'll take a behind-the-scenes look into the real-world marketing and networking tactics and strategies for getting what you have in front of you to a lot more people. Thanks for spending time with me, and now let's get started. Super excited for you to hear today's amazing episode. But before I jump into that, I have so many people that reach out to me and ask, how do I start a podcast? What do I need to do? And what you guys listen to, wherever you're listening to this from, if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, in my opinion, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. It's one of those things where I jumped into it because it has everything that I needed in one place. And that's what I loved about it. The tools that allow you to record and then edit your podcast from your phone or your computer, which is so accessible. But also, when you actually host your podcast on Anchor like I do, you can distribute that podcast on all the listening platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, all the different big ones that people are listening to. It's all from here. And it's everything that you need to make a podcast in one place. And the other great thing is, and why I always suggest it to people, it's absolutely free. And this is the easiest thing to do. All you have to do is download the Anchor app on Apple or on your Android, or go to anchor.fm. And that's how you get started. It's that simple. So if you have a message, if you have something really important you want to share, getting your podcast out on the anchor.fm platform will get you there. And not even will get you there, you'll be amazed at what could happen. So enjoy today's episode. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Networking and Marketing Made Simple. Super excited for today's episode, and as I announced last week, I am super excited because 2 weeks from today, December 26th, my wife's first book is going to be officially released. It's called How to Grow Your Brand on Social Media, and how to grow your personal brand on social media. And if you would like to get on the wait list, there is a link to sign up to be on the wait list in the description of this episode. Nancy is actually going to be discounting the book all that week. So the 26th of December through January 1st, that's Sunday. The paperback is only going to be $3.99 and the Kindle is only going to be 99 cents. This book is incredible. I've already read through it. It's going to help people so much build their personal brands on social media. She has tips on what to do on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and it's just chock full of useful and tangible and actionable information. And I know you guys are going to eat it up. Plus, you guys know and all love my wife and would love for you to support her. So again, use the link in the description of this episode to jump on the wait list so you'll be the first to get the discounted pricing all that week starting December 26th. Now, on to today's episode. So the big question I get from people all the time is, what should I post and when should I post it on LinkedIn? So there's a follow-up question that I typically get is, what's going to get me the most engagement? What's going to get me the most traction, right? So what I wanted to cover with everyone today in this episode is not only what to post, but on what days you should post it and how to increase your engagement organically. So, number one, on Mondays, post or create a value-added LinkedIn Live or native video. Now, native video, for those that don't know what that means, native video is you pre-record that video either on Zoom ahead of time or right on your phone, and you organically upload it right to LinkedIn. And again, everybody knows what LinkedIn Live is. Every Monday and Thursday between 10 and 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I typically do my LinkedIn lives. But what you always want to start the week with a video. Now, video is king. And for those of you, and I'll make this announcement, I actually started a private subscription membership for this podcast. So what it does is it's $2.99 a month. And what it does is it unlocks a bonus episode per week. So Fridays, I do a bonus subscription episode that goes into deeper context. And I actually did a bonus episode the other day on the ways to overcome your fear of doing video on LinkedIn and social media. So I'll also leave that link in the description of this episode underneath Nancy's waitlist. It's $2.99 a month, and it releases 4 bonus episodes a month that go into deeper context about LinkedIn. And again, it can be canceled at any time, but I already have a bunch of people that have already signed up. They're loving it because not only do you get the normal Mondays and Thursday episodes, you get a bonus Friday episode as well. So you always want to start with that value added video on Mondays. Now, if you're doing pre-recorded, 2 to 4 minutes is more than suffice. And what you want to do is you want to give some tangible tips and takeaways. So people ask all the time, how do I increase my engagement? Well, give people information that they can learn and gain from you and then make it applicable to their business, meaning they can learn, understand the 3 helpful tips you're giving them, and they immediately can go put it into action. But the second thing is ask people to engage. I do this in all of my content. I'll basically say, leave in the comments below what was your biggest takeaway. So that's an easy way to increase your organic engagement. Now, if you're going to do that in the context of LinkedIn Live, make sure your video is your live video is between 12 to 15 minutes, bare minimum. And again, you're going over 3 valid points. Now, you're going to have to, I don't want to say ad lib, but you're going to have to expand a lot on what you're speaking about because, again, you're going to be on there. You're going to be interacting with your audience. So rule of thumb, you do a 1 to 2 minute opener. You do 2 minutes for each of your 3 tips and then a 1 to 2 minute closer. And that gives you about 11 to 13 minutes, which is, again, a very good starting off point if you're doing live video. Mine that I do end up being closer to 20 to 25 minutes because as your audience grows, you have more people jumping on there. So you have more people interacting and more things to talk about. So again, number 1, on Mondays, do a video. Number 2, on Wednesdays, a market research poll for future content. So the other question that I get all the time from people is, well, how do I not run out of content? How do I figure out a way of never running out of content or things to talk about? Well, a simple thing that you can do is every Wednesday, do a market research based poll. Now, I'll give you an example. Over the weekend, Saturday, that is, I did a poll question that basically said, what excites you most in business? Number 1, closing a sale. Number 2, impacting someone positively. 3, making a meaningful connection. 4, other, comment below. 56 people have voted already. 6 people voted for closing a sale. 37 people voted for impacting someone positively. 12 people voted for making a meaningful connection, and 1 person voted for other, comment below, which they did. Now, what I can tell you is what that says to me is that people get really excited about impacting people positively within their business. So what I can do is I can create future content about 3 ways of how to positively impact someone in your business. So if people really enjoy that most, it would make most sense now that I have found out that information using and utilizing a very helpful market research poll, I can now create some content that gives them additional ways and extra ways of how to feed something that those people already love, which is impacting someone positively in their business. And I can give them extra things they can do to increase the amount of people that they impact positively in their business. So, whenever you're doing a LinkedIn poll, do it from a market research standpoint. Ask questions that you actually want to know the answer for that will allow you to then create additional content from that question that you asked. So that's on Wednesdays. On Fridays, what you're going to want to do is create a long form piece of content, based on your poll question. So this could be up to a 3,000 character limit post, or this could be a 10 or 15,000 character article / newsletter edition if you've started one on LinkedIn. Now, the example I gave you, what I can do is I can write a whole post or a newsletter edition on 3 ways of how to positively impact people in your business. And I can say, number 1, do this. Number 2, do this. Number 3, do that. Which one of those did you find most helpful and that will increase the amount of people that you positively impact in your business? So what I'm doing is I'm going back to that market research-based poll that I did on Wednesday and using the answers as a catalyst for me to create future content. I think this is the big thing that people get lost in. We end up overcomplicating the process and we try to add extra work for ourselves, scratching, reaching, clawing for other information when it's sitting there right underneath our noses. So if you really follow that structure of leading off your week on Mondays with a very value-added, impactful 2 to 4 minute pre-recorded video or 12 to 15 minute LinkedIn Live, on Wednesday, you do a market research-based poll to find out some pain points or information from your network, which then can be used as the catalyst for creating a Friday long-form post up to 3,000 characters or a longer form post in the form of a newsletter edition or article. Now you have your structure. You have the what and the when. You have what you're going to post, which are 1 article newsletter a week, 1 poll question a week, 1 video a week, and when. You're going to do a video on Monday, a poll question on Wednesday, and a post or a newsletter article on Friday. And all you're doing is looking to educate and inform and leave people better in your business. So again, 2 last reminders. Number 1, 2 weeks from today, Nancy's brand new book, her first self-published book, How to Build Your Personal Brand on Social Media, comes out on Monday, December 26th. Get on the wait. Link is in there. And again, if you love these podcast episodes and you want more of them, I have unlocked a membership subscription for only $2.99 a month. You click on the link in the description, and that will unlock bonus Friday episodes that go into deeper context and content that no one else hears except you, because I'm only putting it out on those Fridays for those that subscribe. So feel free to subscribe, $2.99 a month, cancel at any time, and would love for you to join that as well. So everyone, please enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much again for checking out today's episode. And if you are listening through iTunes, Spotify, wherever you are, please leave me a rating and review. Let me know what you loved, what you would like to see improved, or ideas you have for future episodes. And if you are interested in taking your business to the next level, don't hesitate to go to my website, www.scottaaron.net, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me, where I can learn more about you, your business, what you're struggling with, and how we can work together. And don't forget to check out my wife, Nancy, and mine, our free community on Facebook called LinkedIn Leads for Life. We would love to see you in there. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you, everyone, for your support. Grateful for each and every one of you.